How are you guys? Welcome back to Wargaming China, and here we are with elements of the Japanese 10th Infantry Division as they assault the western defences of Taierzhuang, which were held by the 27th Infantry Division of the Chinese of Lieutenant General Huang Song. Now, the game went pretty well, as I told you in the first video. It was always going to be a bit of a complex game. The Japanese would have one flanking attack coming up on turn 6 on either the right or the left. The flanking attack came on the right, and it comprised of an infantry battalion and 2 combat cars and an armoured car. However, the main thrust of the Japanese was the 2 infantry battalions and up with armoured support attacking with lots of artillery support. Now, the Chinese started off well. Their off-table 105s and 150s decimated the first ranks, the leading ranks of Japanese artillery. However, in order to place the observers, I'd use the eeny, meeny, miny, mo method, and the observers were placed in this building here, and they were quickly overrun. They were overrun by the end of turn 4. Well, it's 4 or 5, I can't quite remember. But that meant that there was no more 150 and 105mm gun support available to the Chinese. And at first, the 37mm anti-tank gun and the Type 14 37mm gun in this building were very inaccurate, but as the Japanese advanced deeper into Chinese territory, the anti-tank guns did indeed begin to punish the Japanese armoured vehicles, and it was a bloody fight. I planned the game to go for 8 turns, and it was over by Chinese turn 8, the final turn, and the Chinese put up a good fight, but unfortunately the flanking attack was conducted very successfully with close assaults, and the objective of the Japanese was to seize 6 of the 11 buildings. After the 8 turns, they've managed to seize 5 of the 11 buildings. So we're going to call this a Chinese victory. On the day, it took the Japanese 3 days, the elements of the 10th Infantry Division of Sayers men, 3 days to push through these defences. And they had done it by, as indeed the game was, by concentrating on one building at a time, eliminating it, occupying it, then using that as a fire support for the next building, etc., etc. So slw but steady progress by the Japanese eliminated this. Would eliminate these Chinese positions historically, but today at least the Chinese delayed the Japanese long enough to claim a tactical victory. I'll have a look more at the game at the table. This meant that the fighting for Taierzhuang itself would begin on the 27th of March, and we'll be looking at that in a future video, probably in my next video. And hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was a good introduction. I certainly enjoyed this as a game. It was plenty of close assault. Even though the Chinese still have plenty of troops, they are unable now because they've lost a few morale rolls to counter-attack. So, as with a lot of war games, if it had gone on for a couple of more moves, who knows? But the Japanese certainly pushed up from turn 6 to 7 and managed to occupy multiple buildings. But tactical Chinese victory. Alright, that's all from me. Thank you. See ya.